I don't even know how to start off this video because I'm so excited. I've always wanted to film a video like this, and today I am here to film the video I've always wanted to film. Hello friends, happy Saturday. So excited that you are here. We are continuing the 25 days of Shoujo in the month of December. And if you would love to enter the giveaway and haven't already, then definitely be sure to check out this video here for all the details as well as the schedule that's going on this month. Today is a very exciting video. I mean, all of the videos thus far have been really exciting. But as I shared, this is a video I have wanted to film for such a long time. Like, it's sort of been like in the back of my mind, but I hadn't really done anything with it. But then sometime this year when I filmed that review of Queen's Quality, I believe it was that video that I mentioned one of the characters was in my Hall of Fame that I have for Best Shoujo Boys. And I remember my friend Kawaii Heart, she reached out and she was like, I really want to see this. I really want to see who is in your Best Boys Hall of Fame. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I want to film this kind of video. And so today I am making do of that promise, of that idea of what we talked about back then. So shout out to Kawaii Heart for the inspiration of this video today. I don't know if I'm going to call it the Best Boy Hall of Fame for Shoujo. I feel like that's really big to say Hall of Fame, because typically if you have Hall of Fame, that means they're not changing. But as of right now, I can definitely say these are, for me personally, the best Shoujo boys in just Shoujo manga. I absolutely love them all for different reasons, and it was definitely hard to narrow it down just to 10. Just to 10, because there have been so many amazing series out there, and originally made a list and then I made a new list like just a few minutes ago, and I felt much happier with the second list because I was thinking about, okay, what are these shoujo, and I don't think I have any Josei, but these, no I do, I have one Josei at least. I'm like, what is it about these male characters that just get me so excited and just like, oh my gosh, they're amazing, they're the best of the best, so to speak. Yeah, I felt very happy that these were the characters that just made my heart, I guess, what is the word that I'm looking for, but just get really excited. I can imagine that at some point this list might change, but as of this moment, as of right now, I am going to share my top 10 favorite and best boys in shoujo manga that I have read since I started my manga reading experience. It was really hard, I'm just going to say, it was really hard not to include Prince Henry from The Remarried Empress. I know that's a manhwa and I didn't feel it'd be fair to include him, but I'm doing him as an honorable mention because he's amazing. He'd be like one of the best manhwa boys. I love Prince Henry and I'm always excited when he shows up on page when reading, or like if I'm finally like caught up, I'm so excited, caught up with The Remarried Empress, reading the season 3 digitally on Webtoons, and I was just like, he would be part of this list. He would be part of it because he's so incredibly amazing. So let's go ahead, start off with number 1. I unfortunately don't have this series anymore. I have super thought of getting it, like even just like the final volume of the manga, and I'm going to say Taiga from Honey So Sweet. If there was any male character that originally inspired the idea of like, here is my Hall of Fame of best shoujo boys, it is Taiga. This man, oh, he's so sweet. I was about to say he can do no wrong, but there was a time in like volume, I think it was volume 5 and 6, where he's just so sweet. He's so sweet. I get where he's coming from, but it was just like, Taiga, you're being too kind to everybody, and I need you to stop. I need you to stop, because he's so incredibly sweet. And I love the whole trope of this delinquent and everybody's afraid of them, but they have a heart of gold, and Taiga really does. He loves Nao so much, and you see that time and time again where he's willing to give everything for her, and he gives her flowers on their anniversary, and just how everything came together by the end was perfection. It was one of the sweetest shoujo manga I've ever read. Definitely one of the most angsty as well, because I was like, people need to just leave this sweet couple alone, because Taiga, like I said, he has a heart of gold, and I love seeing people realize who Taiga really is. That yes, maybe he has this bad boy complex, but he is so, I was about to say beautiful, but he's so wonderful underneath, and how he loves and cares for those around him, but specifically now, where he always wants to treasure her and show that she is so loved by him. I adore Taiga's character so very much. Like, he really is one of the best shoujo manga heroes heroes that I have ever read. And to this day, even if I don't have the series anymore, and I've talked about another video of why, it wasn't because I disliked the video or disliked the manga by any means. It wasn't because of that. To this day, I still think so fondly of that series and so fondly of his character. And I have absolutely loved seeing more people pick up the series and just see how great Taiga is of a character. He is phenomenal and so very amazing, and absolutely love him. For number 2, I do have this manga, and I think moving forward I have all of the rest, but this one, yes. And part of the inspiration, we're saying Kyutaro from Queen's Quality. He is amazing, and I realized as I was making this list, I really love when we have these male characters who are willing to do anything and everything for the woman that they love. I adore seeing that in shoujo manga very much, and Kyutaro lives up to that. I mean, he loves Fumi so incredibly much, and I really love how they just have this, okay, we're not talking about the couple, we're talking about Kyutaro, but I really love his trust in Fumi and how he encourages her, he pushes her to grow as an individual, and that how he just delights seeing and being part of her story, part of her journey, and watching her grow, not just as a sweeper, but as an individual. And he can be, what is it, a nincompoop is what they say, and he makes strides in that, where he's very much less nincompoop, but he still struggles. I think it's so cute to see, because he may come across as grumpy, but he has this very caring heart, and he really has so much faith, I feel, and so much hope, and is willing to let go of himself to help other people and realize his value and the value of human life. He is such a courageous young man, and I felt so incredibly inspired by him in this series and how he just is incredible. Sorry, I repeated myself. I feel like it's hard to put into words just how amazing this young man is. When I thought of best boys, Kyutaro was number 2 on this list. I mean, they're in no certain order, but he was one of the first ones that came to mind that I really, really love. And I'm so glad he was okay, because volume 17 completely wrecked me in so many ways. And it was amazing reading volume 18 to just see the confidence that this young man has. Yes, he definitely has struggles, and I absolutely love how there were times where he got very emotional. I am 100% here for seeing a male hero be vulnerable and cry. Like, yes, that is absolutely wonderful in any character, but I feel like Kyutaro is a very emotional young man, but he's also a very strong young man, and it was great. It was great. I love Kyutaro. I love seeing him in this relationship with Fumi, how they're growing together, and just how phenomenal he is of a young man. He is amazing. Best boy, 100%. For number 3, I really love this character, and that is Yo from High School Debut. Oh my goodness. I feel like he is a very unique male hero when I think of shoujo manga that I have read. He is very introverted, and yes, Kyutaro is as well, but I feel like there's just something different about Yo, and I don't know if it's because he seems more wise for his age, and how he sort of plays, well, not sort of, he does at first play this mentor role in, oh gosh, do I have Haruna, I almost forgot her name, in Haruna's life, and how he just is able to, especially when it comes to like dating advice kind of things, he really knows how to be, I'm not going to say smart in a relationship, but some of the struggles that Taiga had, I definitely, and I even said it in that video review of Honey So Sweet, and I'll leave a list of all the reviews of the characters I talk about today, because I'm pretty sure, except for one, I have reviewed all of these and have video reviews on this channel. But I specifically said, I wish Yo from High School Debut go into Honey So Sweet and just have a really nice chat with Taiga about don't smile at other young women, because they might get the wrong idea, even though you're the best of the boys and you are so sweet and you mean nothing remotely romantic about it, but you know, it can be misleading to the other person. And so Yo, he gives that kind of advice, and I just really love seeing him grow as an individual. And he has those moments, because he doesn't smile too often, I feel, but when he smiles, it is everything, and it is the sweetest and most beautiful thing in the manga, and I really, really love it. I love Haruna's like reactions because it's just so precious. It's so precious, and I just really loved his role in this story, and I love seeing this more, I guess, mature shoujo hero in a story where, yes, I felt like there was one moment that he did not take his own advice, and I did not like how things unfolded, but I especially love when he tells Haruna, especially when things related to that situation, that no matter how she looks like, he will always love her. He will always care for her. So Yo is definitely in my best boys, and I feel like it's hard to pinpoint exactly outside of what I've shared now of why he is in here. I just feel that he deserves to be in here, and I just really love his character. He, I guess, feels more mature than other heroes that I've read. Not that I think about that, but I just feel like there's something special about Yo that I really, really love, and I always come back and think about how great he is and how patient he is, because he's a very patient man. How he is also, he may not seem like he's going to give much effort, but he really does think about effort behind things and wants to show Haruna that he genuinely cares, even if he may not always show it very well. And I love, 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 love seeing that so very much. For number 4, yes, this character for sure has to be mentioned, and that is Sinha from Yona of the Dawn. When it comes to my personal best boys that include, regardless of demographic, Sinha was the first shoujo boy to enter my like best boys that I have in my brain that I absolutely love and adore. All the other ones have been shown and I feel really bad. But Sinha, he entered, and I adore his character. I love everything about him. It literally doesn't matter. Well, it matters, but like when I'm reading a Yona of the Dawn volume, I just need one panel of Sinha and I am a happy person. Like I always look for him. I'm always, majority of the time, because there was a scene later on where I was not smiling and I was not happy and I was terrified and I spammed friends like, oh my gosh, what is gonna happen? Like this better not happen anything of this best boy, because he's just that incredible and just that amazing. But I have loved him from the very start. He pulled at my heartstrings so very fiercely and just has not let go. I just feel like he's one of those characters who can do no wrong. Like I don't care what he does. I'm like, you've done no wrong, Suna. Like you are perfect in every way. I have really, really loved seeing when we first meet him with Yona and how quiet he was and how he didn't really have a name. Well, he did not have a name, and how he has grown into this young man who is dependent on his friends, but not like in a bad way, but like in a way where he has grown to trust those around him and sees that he doesn't have to be afraid of those people, afraid of people around him, that he has found friends who deeply love and care for his well-being. But I also love when he has these stubborn moments where he's like, no, I'm not going to do what you want me to do. Like I'm specifically thinking of a scene with him and Zeno, and Zeno's like, I need you to fight me. And so I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. And I'm like, yes, like he's so amazing. I love him so much. And I knew that he had to be featured today because he is just so special. And I love him very, very much. Like he's my favorite character in Yona of the Dawn. I just need to see one happy panel of him, even if he doesn't have much page time or any page time. Give me one moment, just one little panel, and that's it. I am good. I am a happy person, at least hopefully for majority of the manga or volume, because these last few volumes have really been gut-wrenching. And I'm just like, please let everybody be happy. Let it be happy. Let it be happy. So I love Sinha. Knew for sure that he was going to be featured today. And with that, going into number 5, I love and adore Sinha. But Gija from Yona of the Dawn had to be featured because I feel like Sinha I love more, but Gija I relate to more and deeply love him because of how I can relate to him and just how incredibly loyal he is to Yona. He is amazing. He definitely is another character I feel like can do no wrong, and I really love how he is just a really fun character. I love how he is definitely a warrior. He's very strong and very capable, but he's also at times very soft-hearted and he's afraid of bugs. Which I think I find so funny. But yeah, he may question his feelings and think of like, am I doing the right thing? But I feel like even when Jayha questioned him about his motives of being a dragon and following Yona, Gija rises up and he stands rock solid in his ideas and his beliefs and why he's doing what he's doing. I love that about him. And I feel like Gija has this underlying strength that the Happy Hungry Bunch depends on. and is encouraged by. Like, I really, really love that. And I was afraid at first that there would be like a love triangle between him, Yona, and Hawk. And I'm so glad it was never like that. And even when it comes to, I feel like Gija having feelings for Yona, like he's so wonderful when it comes to all of that, because he knows who Yona has chosen. He knows who Yona loves. And he also knows that Yona does love him, but it is a different kind of love, and massive respect to him. I'm like, that's why you're one of the best boys here, Gija, because yes, hello. He is so great as well. And I really love when he has those fierce protective moments of Yona and just his friends, and how he is just really strong. Like, he's really strong physically and mentally as well, but again, is not afraid to be vulnerable with his friends as well as transparent. I adore that about him as well. And that's why I knew that I was like, if I'm talking about Sinha being a best boy, Gija has to be out here too, because he's one of my best boys as well. Though I feel bad when it comes to like buying enamel pins, I always get more of Sinha, but there are pins of Gija that I really want, because I feel like Gija, not only do I really love him and think he's a best boy, but I also really relate to him. And I am always so encouraged by how he acts in the manga and how strong he is just in his beliefs. Like, I really, in his sense of loyalty, for sure. I really, really love that. And so I knew, again, that Gija had to be featured for Best Boys, because he really is in my Best Boys Hall of Fame, lives rent-free in my head. He is a character I feel like if I could go meet and have lunch with, we would be best friends. We would be best friends. I would totally squeal and nerd out of meeting him, but I feel like we would be really, really close. For number 6, this is a digital manga that I read earlier this year, and that is Bibliophile Princess. And I am saying Prince Chris. This man is OP, and I don't mean magical abilities or anything like that. I mean the patience that this man has, the swoon worthiness that this man has is off the charts. It is off the charts. I was completely blown away by how he waited for one of our best girls. I can't go into full depths about him and Eli because it'd be massive spoilers, but I really love how he makes sure that he covers all his bases, so to speak, of making sure that Eli knows that no matter what, he ultimately loves her, that he ultimately cares for her, and that nothing can keep him from her. Not in a creepy way or anything like that, but when you find out how long it's taken Prince Chris to be by Eli's side, it is just like, dude, you are amazing. And I'm like, he must be talked about today, because I love that manga. I read it like 2 or 3 times. And with every volume, I mean, you can see his hands have been in everything, and how he has done everything he can to make sure that the public views Eli, that the nobles view Eli in a way where it is to her favor and that they genuinely care for her. I mean, it's obvious that the people like in his guards and stuff, that they already really love Eli, but he needed to win the public's favor, or I don't think it's quite the right word, but due to things that were going on, he more or less tried setting up where people would see all of the great things that Eli has done for this kingdom, even if she's not technically the princess just yet. And the way he will go out of his way to buy her books, and how it makes him happy to see her so happy about her love of reading, and how he has never looked down on her because she's a book nerd, and how he has taken ideas that she has had in the past and actually applied them in real life to help her dreams come true. I love it. I love it so much. He is an incredible young man, and I was just so blown away that not more people talk about how incredible he is of a best boy in shoujo. Well, I know it's a Josei manga, but I'd say shoujo and Josei manga. I have not seen the anime, but I was just really blown away by him, and I'm just like, dude, nobody can come close to your level right now of the patience that you have, and how he is not afraid to express his affection for Eli either. Like, he definitely respects her boundaries and everything like that, but he also makes it known he really, really loves Eli, and I adored seeing that so very much. I so desperately wish this manga would get printed. I would love to physically own it, because it is such a great series, and Prince Chris is definitely one of those reasons that I love it, because he is a best boy in, I guess, shoujo and Josei. And I'm sorry I don't have more Josei Josei pics, but he more than makes up for it, I feel like, in this video with, again, I'm going back to the patience, because if people just knew how long he waited, he's amazing. He's amazing. For number 7, oh my goodness, I am going to say Felix from Fiancée Chosen by the Ring. I just did a video review earlier this week. I love this series, and Felix, he is so amazing. I don't know if it's because when I was sick at the time of filming this video, I watched quite a few Disney princess movies, like the classics, and I'm like, Felix, you totally have those vibes, and it makes me just really, really happy. Despite the like outlandish way that these two get together, he is so respectful. Like, he just fits the Prince Charming and the knight in shining armor. Like, he fits the role so well, and I love how he just deeply cares for Aurora, how he is willing to do anything for Aurora to be happy, that when things start coming up in the 3rd and 4th volume, he wants her to be able to grow in certain abilities that she discovers that she has. I love how he was like, man, I should sort of put myself on the back burner, but he's like, I don't want to give her up. And I'm like, yes. So I feel like he has just those Disney prince vibes that I have just loved seeing in these Disney classic movies. And I just like Felix in general. He's so sweet to Aurora, but I love at times when you could just see him like, oh, why are my guards here? Or why are these people showing up? I want to spend one-on-one time with my girl. Like, I think it's so cute. I think it's so cute. And he's just so respectful. He can be very, very kind, and you tell he loves Aurora so much. And I really, really love seeing that in shoujo manga when you have these male leads who are just head over heels for these women, especially when, you know, it's a crazy scenario of how they get together in the beginning and how he just starts realizing how amazing she is and doing his best to be there for her, to be the man that she needs. I am 100% here for it. I love it so much. And if you want to hear more gushing about him, definitely check out that review that I did, because I love him. He's great. I love this series. It is amazing and highly recommend. For number 8, this one is a little bit different, but it's new, but okay, I am saying Takara from My Girlfriend's Child. He is incredible. And I was so heartbroken to hear people say they did not like him. I'm like, how can you not like him? He is a best boy. The way he stands by Fuku's side is incredible. I have never seen another male character like him in shoujo manga. He is phenomenal. He is amazing. The way that oh my gosh, I can't even put it all into words. I'm getting so like tongue-tied here. But I read up to volume 3, and don't worry, there won't be any spoilers or anything, but just how he has supported Fuku is incredible to see, where he's like, I mean, this is called My Girlfriend's Child. His girlfriend does get pregnant, and they are only, I think, like 16, I think. He has always consistently been on her side, and he's always like, what do you want to do? Because the story sort of explores where she's pregnant and the options that are available to her and her deciding what she wants to do. Through the entire thing, Takara, he did extensive research for her, saying, here are our options. I'm willing to get a job. I'm willing to do this so that, you know, if you want to move forward and you want to have this baby, I fully support you. Like, he's like, this is your choice. He is amazing. And I was just talking to a friend the other day that volume 3 was hard because he's getting like more or less attacked by these family members, and especially by a very close one. And it's just like, Takara is best boy. He is doing everything he can to support his girlfriend and stand by her side and provide for her. He's amazing. He is amazing. And I have just been so blown away by his actions time and time and time again. I really hope that moving forward, that at some point these two will be overwhelmingly happy, because there is so much that's going on right now and it's so heartbreaking. But still, Takara is right there. He's hugging her. He's holding her. So I thought of a spoiler and I'm like, oh gosh, like, you know, she's got morning sickness, and I'll just leave it at that. He's always there. and I have loved his character so much because of it. He is an incredible, amazing young man, and he is a best shoujo boy. Maybe he's different in the sense of all the other characters I have featured, where it's more lighthearted, fluffy romance, but he deserves to be featured. He is in the Hall of Fame of shoujo best boys. I am consistently surprised by his dedication, his faithfulness, and just his perseverance and how he is so diligent. He, again, is incredible and very much a best boy. I highly recommend this manga. It is phenomenal, and if you're on the fence, please go check out Colleen's video that she did on this series. It is been one of the best series that I've read this year. So impactful. It's not a happy read, but the characters, there's so much there. And Takara, he's just a light in this manga. I know he's struggling too, but again, just the way he supports our girl, it is so beautiful and so incredible. Now for these last two, I'm going to feature, these are not in a romantic setting, okay? So I just had to, I thought, I was like, you know, should I still do them if they're not in a romantic setting? But I love them. I love them. So for number 9, I am saying Suna. I am saying Sunakawa from My Love Story. Oh gosh, I love his character so much. He is, I know I keep using the word incredible and I do apologize. He is an amazing young man, and I love him and Takeo's friendship. Despite that Sunakawa is consistently the third wheel in him and Yamato's relationship, he does not let it bother him. He supports Takeo through all of the outlandish, crazy things that Takeo has asked Suna, the questions he has asked Suna. Suna has always been there, a strong point in Takeo's life, and I just really love their friendship so much. Suna was my favorite part of this series, and I adore him. He's amazing. He's the best boy. He is the best boy. And I really need to see the anime because I could just take Sunakawa in any form, to be honest. Give me the manga, give me the anime, give me the live action. I will take it all because I just love how strong he is in this friendship, in this sense. I feel like sometimes we see when characters start dating another character and they're like, I don't want to be a third wheel, and they sort of get pushed to the side and it focuses more on the couple. No, we still see so much of him, and I really, really love that. I really love the advice that he gives Takeo. Like, he is just the definition of perfect best friend, and how he is not afraid to call Takeo out on things that Takeo is doing, and you know that Takeo will call him out too, and he may not super love it at first, but he sees Takeo's heart and he is willing to listen to him. Suna may seem like not that exciting of a character, but I feel like he is so exciting. He's the opposite of Takeo, but he's so great and he's just best boy. I really, really love him, and I'm so glad that I read this manga because Suna, he can do no wrong. He's fantastic. He is fantastic, and I love seeing him at every single point in this manga, and I love seeing him grow as well, because even though Takeo has different growth, I feel like Suna has a more, it's not as prevalent in the sense that you're seeing the growth, but you do see it in small nuggets, and it gradually happened over time in the background, especially when it came to the end. And how Sunakawa stood up to Takeo, it was everything, and I love him. I love him so much, and I hope that Viz Media is going to digitally put those chapters up of, we just got an announcement a few weeks ago, well, it's been a while now since I'm filming this video early, but a few weeks ago, there is a 2-chapter that was done by the creator, and it is of them in college, and I'm like, I need it, I need to see where Sunakawa is in life, and I need to just see everybody, so hopefully we will get that. But I highly recommend this manga. The romance is great, but I'm coming here and I'm gushing about Sunakawa and how great he is and why you should read it. For number 10, this is a little bit of a struggle, okay? This is a little bit of a struggle, but I am saying Hayate from Play Cool Guys. I love Hayate. He is so sweet. He is so great. His little awkward little goofs make my heart so happy. I recently reread volume 4 and I just was like, I love him. I love his character. He's so precious. It was hard in the sense I really love Shun as well. He is right here. I really love him, but Hayate, he is just this precious little awkward little being. And I really love seeing his really cute awkwardness and how he has the most sweetest of intentions, and then he gets so embarrassed by his goofs. I'm like, you're a precious little bean. You're a precious little bean. And so I knew that when featuring or talking about shoujo boys in this manga, oh, I forgot, this is actually a Josei as well, that I had to feature Hayate because I absolutely love him. I have been so thankful for the merch I have found of him because he's so sweet. He's so sweet. And I really love how that he handles his goofs and how cute he is. He makes me so very happy. And maybe not a lot happens in his story, or like in this series concerning him, but I really, really love him. And I consider him a best boy. And I knew that I had to feature him because he just makes me happy. I'm sorry I repeated myself, but that is why he's the best, I guess, Josei boy for me and the happiness that he brings me. And every time he's on page, like his chapters are always my favorite. I love seeing him grow and how he interacts with the other characters. He is so sweet. He's so sweet. It's a great series. And I feel like it's great because all the guys are great, but I really feel like Hayate is my favorite. And I really, really love him. And so when I was thinking of best boys, especially because I was going to do like just from romantic couples, but I was like, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be. Hayate and Suna are best boys. And I was like, I want to feature them. So here we are talking about them. And I really hope that you enjoyed all of my picks. I feel very confident in who I have talked about today. And I love them. I love them all. They are all fantastic for different reasons. And I hope that I was able to show and reflect that because I tend to be, if they're a best boy in, just my best boy Hall of Fame, I'm just like, they're amazing just because they're amazing. But, that doesn't really come out really well in video form. So I hope that I did all of these best boys justice. I would love to hear from you friends. What are some shoujo male characters who are your best boys? Again, I would love to hear from you. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Bye!